This is Diesel for We the People News. Alright, so James Freeman did a lot of talking in this, and rightfully so. I'm not an attorney, so anything I say or do on this thing is just opinion based only. So just take it with a grain of salt. I never look straight forward, always look around, be able to protect myself by any means necessary. Alright, this is not commercial or commerce video. This is just a learning video, okay? And we all can learn something from this. Alright, now we're going to start with one thing. Any federal law technically has to go through the sheriff department and get the okay with the sheriff, because by all actuality, by the Constitution, the sheriff does not work for the county. We've been misled about the county, but the sheriffs work for the people to protect them from anybody. Judges, they can arrest judges, they can arrest other officers, they can arrest the governor, they can arrest the president if they don't leave our county and we don't want them here. But it has to be pretty much a majority of the county saying we don't want them passing through to go that far, okay? And then it would be kind of like a civil war, because, well, federal just really got their hands in everything and took it over. Alright, so that's one, okay? And about 11 minutes in the video, you'll hear choppers, okay? Now, I'm a firm believer, and I may be wrong about it, but they even called out the choppers, I suspect, okay? So it's just funny, you'll hear chopper sounds. James Freeman didn't catch that, or he just didn't think it was important enough, but I think it is, that they most likely actually called the sheriffs to show maybe some type of authority grips on the federal agency. You'll see what I'm talking about when we go on, okay? But enjoy the video, and subscribe to James Freeman, alright? And fake news.
Hey everybody, it's James Freeman. Today's video shows us what happens when rival gangs clash in the streets of America.
This
if you
is
want to watch the video
hilarious.
raw without my commentary, I totally understand. The link for that is in the description. First, I'll give you a little bit of a background of what's going on here. Then, we'll watch and pick apart the actions of the gang members in the video. Then we'll laugh while the rival gang members tase each other.
I'm gonna. Ow, don't do that, okay? Here! My God! It is cuffed!
The story begins with a plainclothes ATF agent knocking on a woman's door, claiming to be police and demanding that she open up. ATF stands for Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. In a free nation, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms would be the name of a store. But here's how the ATF defines itself. About the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. ATF is a law enforcement agency in the United States Department of Justice that protects communities from violent criminals, criminal organizations, the illegal use of trafficking of firearms, the illegal use and storage of explosive, acts of arson and bombings, acts of terrorism, and the illegal diversion of alcohol and tobacco products. We partner with communities, industries, law enforcement, and public safety agencies to safeguard the public we serve through information sharing, training, research, and use of technology. So one of these agents in plain clothes is knocking on this woman's door demanding that she open up. The woman is home with her children and her husband is not home. She's suspicious of the character outside claiming to be a police officer, so she refuses to open the door and instead calls 911 to let the local police know that someone is outside of her house trying to impersonate a police officer and demanding that she open the door. When the Columbus police arrive to investigate, egos collide. Of course, the first officer that arrives does what cops do when they don't know what to do.
I didn't know what to do, so I just ran up to the car and pulled my gun out. Hey, turn around, let me see your hands. Turn around, let me see your hands. Okay, let me see your hands. I need to see some ID. Get on the ground.
Now notice that in that few seconds, this cop went 0 to 100 real quick, giving multiple different directives. He orders the ATF agent to turn around and show his hands, which the ATF agent immediately does. Then he tells the ATF agent that he needs to see some ID. That's the moment when the ATF agent's life was really in danger, because this guy's got a gun pointed at him, and he just ordered him to show some ID, which would require him to reach into his pocket. In almost the same breath, and without giving him enough time to show ID, the officer orders him to the ground.
Hey, turn around. Let me see your hands. Turn around. Let me see your hands. Okay, let me see your hands. I need to see some ID. Get on the ground. Okay, let me see your hands. I need to see some ID. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now.
Bogies on your sixth, Mimo. They need customized car insurance from Liberty Mutual, so they only pay for what they need.
You're not getting you a helicopter.
So you're playing hardball. I like that.
No.
Ding 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 dong ding 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 dong ding dong. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Your new pharmacy is here. And here. And here, too. It's here to help you save time and money and trips to the pharmacy. It's here to get you the medication you need when you need it. Who knew it could be this easy? Your new pharmacy is Amazon Pharmacy.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground now.
I'm a federal agent.
917-110-3.
I'm a federal agent.
Get on the ground.
I'm a federal agent.
Why wouldn't you show me your ID when I got here? Don't move forward.
You didn't ask for it.
He did actually ask for it, but in the same breath, he demanded that this guy get on the ground. At this point, if I were him, I would not reach for my ID, or anything else for that matter.
He is at 335. Get on the ground. We'll figure it out.
On that 10-8. Not getting on the ground.
Well, then stay where you're at.
I'll stay where I'm at.
Fine. Why do you got to make this harder than it is?
Listen, I'm not getting on.
I have no problem making this.
The agent is still trying to offer his ID, telling the officer that it's in his left pocket. But at this point, the police officer has a triggered ego because the agent refused to lay on the ground like a dog for him.
You're the overreacting.
I'm not overreacting. We got a call that someone's impersonating a police officer out here and doesn't have ID.
No kidding. Because she doesn't want to know.
Okay, get on the ground so I can find out who you are.
It ain't happening.
Okay, fine. Fine. Do you find I think I'm a police officer or something? What the heck's the matter with you? Who do you think you are? Get on the ground.
I'm not getting on the ground. I'm not getting on the ground. Pulling up. I got my ID.
Do not reach for your plate.
Okay, so I'm going to stop here right quick right now. This, on some people, is designed on purpose to be able to protect themselves in court. As long as they say the word, okay, that the courts will look at it as a qualified immunity thing, okay? Well, he did say it, but the problem is most attorneys don't bring up. But is there a reasonable amount of time frame? And they're going to go, well,
Keep your hands up.
you know.
Keep your hands up.
Down! Don't argue! Face down! On the ground! Face down! Now! Face down!
You guys are making a big mistake.
Fine, we're still gonna take it. Settle it. Face down! Now! All the way down! All the way! All the way!
You got my IDs right here, left pocket.
Again, the agent offers ID, telling him that it's in his left pocket. At this point, they have two officers. The guy is laying on the ground with his hands extended out. They could easily reach into his left pocket and find out that he's a fellow gang member. But they don't even care about his ID because that's not what it's about anymore. It's about the fact that these cops have triggered egos because this guy failed to obey their orders to lay on the ground like a dog.
Left.
And we're gonna put your arm behind your back.
Wait a sec. Do not resist.
I'm not resisting.
You're acting like a
moron. Wait a second.
Stop.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Don't do this. Wait a second. I got a medical condition. Get my license out of my pocket.
We're getting you stripped.
Please, wait. No, whoa. Hold on. I'm hyperventilating. Please. Wait, please, sir.
I'm resisting.
I'm not.
Stop resisting.
Would you
now.
please get my ID out of my left pocket?
Stop.
I'm begging you. My wife's praying. Please. It's right here.
Resist.
Please get it. Wait, sir, help me up. Just hold me up. Sir, I can't do it. Wait. Sir.
Stop resisting now.
Please help me. Sir, please get my federal creds.
Get your taser out, Joe.
No, don't do that, please. Sir.
Don't make me tase you. You're gonna get tased. Put your right arm behind your back.
Okay.
Put your right arm behind
Help
your
me
back.
up.
No.
Help me up.
No, you're gonna stay on the ground and put your right arm behind your back.
Let me breathe.
You can breathe just fine.
I'm gonna. Ow, don't do that. Okay, here. My God.
Get him cuffed.
It is cuffed. Please stop.
Get him cuffed.
Please stop, sir. Wait a second. Sir, please help me up. Please.
Get this guy.
I'm a federal agent. My God, my gun, my
You have
pistol.
no idea what you are. Acting the way you are.
Sir,
Who the heck do you think you are acting like?
nobody. I wanted you to see my goddamn creds. The lady was freaking out, for Christ's sake. Oh. Sir, please. Please.
So now a guy who goes around harassing, beating, and stealing guns from people has just been harassed, beaten, and had his gun stolen from him.
My God. Sir.
Roll over. Sit up.
It's in my goddamn shoulder, my creds.
Let him sit up. Let
I
him sit up.
showed her my goddamn creds, for Christ's sake. Right there, left pocket. Left pocket, cargo pocket. Please take it out.
Stand up. Try and
I
sit up.
get it. I fucking get it.
Then you should have
Why would you act the way you did? Yes, I wanted you to see my creds, for Christ's sake. My God, I'm here to fucking talk to you.
You're the one that's in the wrong.
Sir.
You know if you have interaction with the police, you obey commands.
Sir, I was trying to...
No, you didn't obey any command.
Sir, I'm with you guys, for Christ's sake. I'm with you guys, for Christ's sake.
Okay, I'm going to pause it there for a second. Remember, this other officer showed up later and still backed up the other officer without having factual evidence of what that other officer said or did to the agency. He just totally backed him up. They didn't even discuss nothing. He just backed him up.
I'm a fucking federal agent.
Who's your supervisor? What's his name? What's your supervisor's name?
Hang on a second. The SAC is currently John McPherson, who's on his way out to retire, who will soon be rolling.
I took the mag out.
My God. This is crazy.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Stand up. I'm
Stand
not
up.
trying to be ashamed of myself.
Come out and sit back in the cruiser.
Let me see
Get in
the
the car.
creds.
Get in the car.
Sir, please.
You gotta see the back of the cruiser.
If at this point you don't realize that this is all about ego, then I don't know what to tell you. Now they know for a fact that this guy is a federal agent, that he hasn't broken any of their arbitrary rules, legislation, or laws. But rather than give him his firearm back and let him go, they stuff him in the back of the cop car.
My God. Sir, I'm just trying to do my goddamn
Get in the
job.
car. Why would you make us do this?
I didn't want you to. I wanted to. Wait.
No, he's hold him. Lock the door. Relax. Hold him.
Hey, guys, please, just talk to me for 1 second, please.
Get in the car.
No, wait.
Talk later.
Sir, wait.
You had your chance.
No, I was trying to give you my creds. You didn't let me show it to you.
Everyone's trying.
Now look, I don't really have a side here. I don't like any of these thugs, so I feel like my opinion and my viewpoint is a little bit more objective. And from what I saw, the officer demanded ID and then immediately, before giving him any chance to show ID, told him to get on the ground. Then throughout the entire encounter, the agent tried to tell him where to get his ID, but the officers refused to get it. I've heard people say before that you'll never understand how out of control the police are until it happens to you. Well, that day is coming even for a lot of police officers. Police in the U.S. are so out of control that we're seeing an increase of blue-on-blue violence.
I did.
Get in there. Have a seat.
Wait now.
Have a seat.
Please, wait. I gotta breathe.
Okay,
Please, sir, let me breathe.
sit down and breathe.
Let me breathe. I have a medical condition.
We're gonna get air T. Get your legs in. Get your legs in. We're closing this door.
Sir,
Get your legs in.
I need air.
Squad rolling. This guy's filling in.
Sir, please, call an ambulance. I'm asking
I
for
just
air.
did.
Got a
2
medical
seconds
coming.
ago.
Get in the car. I don't need the taser didn't.
You just said call an ambulance. We don't need a medic.
No, you don't want one.
All the way in the car. Get all the way in.
I can't breathe. Wait, sir.
All the way in. Put your seat all the way in.
Sir, I'm begging you.
Get all the way in.
Wait, how did this happen?
How did this happen? Well, this happened because of you. When you are okay with your neighbor being stripped of their liberty and abused by their government, it is only a matter of time before it happens to you. This guy may have actually believed that he was the good guy in restricting free markets and free trade of alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. But he was never the good guy. And now he's caught up in the same snare that he had set for others.
Oh, I agree with James on that.
For crying out loud, you're a cop. You're not an ass.
No, wait, I can't. You're fucking my head up. The seatbelt's in place. Please. What the fuck?
Insulin injections can make diabetes complicated.
This right here is just so sad
Insulin without daily
and
injections.
funny at the
Just
same
one
time.
small pod replaces up to 14 injections.
Why would you act like this? I didn't act like this. Please, sir, I didn't act like this. Please, officer, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I'm trying to give you my creds. Sir, I'm trying to give you my creds.
Secure in your vehicle. Secure the gun in your vehicle.
Please call my supervisor. Please call John McPherson.
We have our supervisor on the way. We'll let him handle it.
Sir, I didn't mean to get you worked up, but
When you get a gun pointed face by a cop, you don't get to argue.
Did you hear what this guy just said? When you get a gun pointed in your face by a cop, you don't get to argue. I'm not sure what law that is, but I guess I'll look it up.
When you get a gun pointed face by a cop, you don't get to argue. You don't get to argue. You don't get to argue anymore.
I'm trying to show you my cred.
You get to do that after you're secure.
Whenever the sergeant gets here, we'll call his supervisor.
Look, I'm gonna let him handle. I'm not talking to
Mr. Boone. Dude, you saw how he was. He wouldn't.
I know.
No, you never. No.
Don't even argue
It's
with
all on video.
him. Don't even argue with him. Just let him yell. Just let him yell.
I couldn't show him my creds. He's telling me to get on the ground. He's pointing the gun. I'm freaking out because it's not the response I expected. What did he say to you when he talked to you?
I have to open the door because he's a police. I tell him I can't open the door because my husband.
Our officers on edge, but we were finally able to
He say you have to open the door. I tell him sorry I can't. Stay with my kids. My kids start crying because they are afraid. And I tell him you.
Did he ever try and break the door or anything like that?
Yes, he is still knock and he say I will stay here until evening if you don't open the door because you are liar.
Okay, very good. There's a chance the sergeant might want to talk to
The Columbus Dispatch reported that the ATF agent accused Columbus police officers of excessive force in a lawsuit. The story states that the 16-year veteran of the ATF was
Okay, let's stop right there. So, figure this out. Why aren't the officers automatically fired if ATF has all this authority, or if federal agencies have all this great power over cops or sheriffs and all that? Why are they going to this court system to do lawsuits instead of heads rolling?
present at the home to retrieve a shotgun from someone who was not permitted to have a firearm. While the Second Amendment states that the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed, we all know that criminals don't obey laws. So this has zero effect on ATF activities. The lawsuit said that officers used a taser on Burke multiple times while he was face down and not evading arrest, before handcuffing Burke and placing him in the back of a cruiser, a process that involved pulling him into the car because the seatbelt was in the way. After an hour, during which Burke said he was denied water and frequently disparaged to everyone in earshot by Phi, Burke was released without charges. So it appears to me that this ATF agent came out to bully and harass people and ended up getting bullied himself. So what do you guys think? Do you think that this agent getting a taste of his own medicine will change his life? Or do you think he'll just be back out tomorrow bullying and harassing people for a paycheck? Let me know in the comments below.
Okay, this is Diesel We the People News. If federal agencies have all this power, then how in the hell did not anybody had their heads turned upside down and the department ramshacked? Instead they go through the court system because they don't have this power that everybody assumes they have, constitutionally speaking. Now legally maybe, lawfully no. Okay? But as you can tell right here, they're going through the court systems, the officers suing, and yet the police officers in the same qualified immunity area. Again, this is just so sad, it's freaking hilarious. And I seen this video a while back and I lost it. I didn't know where it went to or anything. Got busy and all that. I'm glad that James Freeman found it. Awesome. This will be the People News.